Hello everybody, it's Debbie here. I'm just jumping in to give you a super quick important update, purely because I've had a lot of clients contact over the past few days inquiring about when we're going to be reopening up our booking system, when they're going to be able to book back in again, and it's not an easy situation at the moment. So as it stands at the moment, all beauty salons, mobile therapists or hairdressers have to remain closed. Okay, so there isn't anybody or any business that should be providing treatments at the moment. Okay, and that has to do with the social distancing guidelines. So we cannot, at this moment in time, even with all the PPE equipment in the world, provide treatments because we cannot socially distance. And that is the key guideline that is coming from the government at the moment. Now, the government have issued guidelines that they will review that situation on July the 4th. Now, the big problem that leaves us in is that I understand there's a lot of businesses at the moment in our industry that are opening up their diaries and taking bookings from the 4th of July. Now, I'm not doing that at the moment, and there's two reasons for that. One is that we have had zero guidelines at the moment as to what that opening process is going to look like for us. We have not been given any guidelines as to what PPE equipment will be required, what treatments they're going to permit us to do, how long they will allow us to be in contact with a client. I think I've seen the guidelines for the Isle of Man, I think it was. They've already gone back to work. And there was restrictions on treatments over 15 minutes long, which becomes very difficult. So at this moment in time, I don't know what that's going to look like when we reopen. I don't know whether it'll have to be a one in, one out situation, which obviously impacts us massively, given that, you know, we have a fairly sizable team and we've got 4 treatment rooms. So at this moment in time, I can't open the diary because I don't know what that needs to look like. I can guess and I can hypothesise as to what that might be, but at this moment in time I don't know. So I could be causing way more work than is necessary by opening up the diary now, getting lots of people booked in, and then suddenly realising that we're not going to be allowed to work at that capacity. We're not going to be allowed to do certain treatments, and all of that work has to be redone. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the government does issue us with some guidelines within the next couple of weeks, because if those guidelines don't get issued until the 4th of July, it's going to take us a few days, even a week or so, to put those measures in place as a business. One, because I need to protect the team and make sure that they're okay and they are protected whilst they're working, and also for you as clients, that everything is in place. Also, let's face it, there has been lots of issues with PPE and shortage of the right kind of masks and things like that, so it doesn't actually feel ethical for me to go out now and bulk buy a load of masks that other businesses who are operating at the moment need, only to find out that maybe they're not even the right sort for how we're going to be told to work. So that's the situation as it stands at the moment. I'm sorry I can't come back to you with a definite date of when I'm opening the diary. I promise you it's as frustrating for us as it is for you guys. Like I said, I'm hoping that the government issues guidelines within the next couple of weeks. If they do, as soon as those guidelines come in and I have carried out a risk assessment and I've worked out exactly what needs to happen, I will open up the diary and you will be the first to know. I promise you that. So I'm currently in consultation with people who work specifically with PPE and virus sort of infection control. So I have a good idea as to what's going to be expected of us, but until the government release some actual guidelines, I don't know what that is going to be exactly. So we're still here for you. Please do check out the Total Wellbeing Hub. I will put the link in the comments. There's still plenty of services that you can access online that can really support you in your wellbeing at the moment. I've actually extended the Inner Circle membership, and that's just free indefinitely at the moment whilst we're in this pandemic, so you can access all of those resources for free. And yeah, lots going on behind the scenes here as well. I will give you an update in the next couple of weeks, but as you would expect from us here, lots of refurbishment going on, and a change in some of the ways that we're going to serve you as well. So lots going on. I hope you're okay. It's been brilliant touching base with lots of you over the last few weeks, and I will be back with more information as we have it. Bye for now.